I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. The morning sun creeps over the horizon, spilling gold over city and campus alike. A new day dawns, but behind you lie long shadows, nights when doubts whispered your name and regrets echoed in empty rooms. In these hushed dawn moments, you might recall the times you fell, the mistakes that still sting, the failures that felt like anchors around your ankles. Yet hear this, those events happened, but they are not your sentence. They are just a part of the past, not the whole story of who you will become. Jung once said it clearly, I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. Let those words settle like light on your face. You are not a captive of the narrative written yesterday. This day is unwritten, and you hold the pen. A few chapters back you might have stumbled, you might have lost your way, but those chapters are behind you. They do not define the ending. Imagine yourself standing at a crossroads, time seeming to pause for your decision. One path stretches behind you, a winding road littered with memories of hardship and heartache. Maybe it is paved with test scores that fell short, or with words spoken you cannot take back. The wind from that road carries the chill of fear and the weight of doubt, but look instead to the road ahead. It is a path bathed in morning light, carpeted with possibility. The map is blank. There are new horizons waiting, destinations not yet named. You stand at the threshold, you hold the pen now. Your story is yours to write. You have the power to make such change, to reshape your world. It lives in every breath, in every heartbeat. What will you do with your life? The page of today is blank, and it is yours to fill. You too have within you the same spark that lit their stories. Remember Viktor Frankl's wisdom. Between a stimulus and our response there is a space. In that space lies your power to choose. When life presses down on you, when exams grind on, when the noise of the world screams pause for just a breath, that pause is where you find freedom. In choosing your response, you are no longer a plaything of circumstance. You are the author of your future. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, agrees, men are not disturbed by things, but by their opinions about things. The grade on a paper, the comment someone threw at you, itself is just a thing. Only your interpretation of it can disturb you. You gave those moments power over you by the meaning you assigned them. Yet you can reclaim that power. You can reinterpret the page, rewrite the meaning. Nietzsche went further. He said that to make ourselves is our grand task. Like a sculptor chiseling stone, we combine every part of our experience into a single form, ourself. Each choice takes a piece of that marble and shapes it. You have all the raw material inside you. What masterpiece will you carve? Buddha taught that clinging to the past brings suffering. Be in the present moment. When you quit clutching what happened, you can embrace what can be. The only moment you truly have is now, and now you choose. The Stoics said more, let obstacles become opportunities. Marcus Aurelius would tell you the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The challenge itself is your path forward. All these voices, ancient and modern, are united. In one message, you do not have to be undone by life's trials. You can respond, you can sculpt, you can welcome whatever comes next. Let the ages inspire your hand. Lotus said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that step today. Let your journey be one of deliberate steps forward. With each decision, you forge the path of your life. You have the pen, you have the clay, you have the flame of choice. Now, use them. You are not what happened to you. Each moment shows you can be more. The past is a prologue. You are writing the rest, so stand tall. The power to begin again is in your hands. The pen is yours. Write your saga. As Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Today your mind has chosen hope and purpose, and you are already stepping into that truth. Feed it with possibility only. If fear knocks on your door, greet it with resolve. Let the echo of your courageous answer ring. You have come too far to turn back now. Your future begins the moment you decide, and you have decided. Every lesson, every scar, every sunrise behind you has prepared you for this moment. The world needs your light, your vision, your heart. You are more than you know. Each step you take carries the hopes of tomorrow. You, right here, are the one you have been waiting for. So step forward with courage, stitched into your soul. Now go forth. The world awaits the greatness that only you can bring. Own your becoming. Heroes and legends. Look around the pages of history and myth. You will find countless lives that began in darkness but were rewritten by choice. Consider Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 long years. In the solitude of his cell, he faced despair and anger, hearing every clang of the lock and imagining freedom fading. He could have let bitterness consume him, but instead he chose forgiveness and hope. Day after day he lit a small lamp of kindness toward even his jailers. When at last he walked free, he emerged not as a prisoner of the past, but as the leader of a nation, a symbol of freedom and reconciliation. He proved that even the deepest wounds could become sources of strength. That night can give way to dawn. Think of Epictetus, born a slave and beaten nearly to death. He lost the use of one leg before he won his freedom. Still, he chose to become a teacher of emperors, not a victim of his chains. Even at Rome, as grandest courts, he taught that our true freedom lies in how we meet fate. He declared that no man is truly free until he has made his mind free. He proved that a broken body can still hold an unbroken spirit. Remember the lotus, it grows in dark mud yet blossoms pure above the water. Or the phoenix, it dies to ashes and is reborn in flame. These symbols exist because they mirror our power. What may bury us can also lift us to heights. From the ashes of struggle you can rise, brighter than before. In myth, heroes found power in choice. Achilles, though wounded and grieving, still stood with sword in hand and chose honor for his fallen friend. Odysseus, wandering long after his city fell, faced monsters and temptation for 10 years, determined to find his way home. Each step he took beyond suffering was a choice to reclaim his life. Not gods nor fate decided their end, but the choices they made in defiance of fate. We see that their greatest strength lay in refusing to be defeated by destiny. Even the Buddha, in Waiting, Prince Siddhartha, turned away from a life of comfort to face the world's suffering. He could have stayed inside palace walls, but he knew his purpose lay beyond them. With each footstep into the forest, he chose wisdom over ease. In his leaving, he found enlightenment and offered a path for millions. These tales are not just ancient echoes, they carry a quiet message for you. Even if your struggles seem small by comparison, your response can be just as great. When you face a failure, know that a hero's story begins in struggle. What makes it heroic is that one last choice, the choice to stand up and say, "This is not my end." They whisper, "If they could do it, so can you." Your own story can hold the same power. The poet Rumi saw truth in pain. He said the wound is where the light enters you. In every scar lives the seed of new strength. Let that light guide you now. Look around you. There are others who did not choose to be broken. Perhaps a teacher who overcame hardship and still chose to help you learn. A friend who fell apart but found the strength to rebuild. You too can stand in that light. They may not wear capes, but they carry that same fire in their hearts. You are part of that lineage of resilience. This campus of dreams and disappointments is only your starting point. Across the ages, students, artists, fighters, and dreamers have stood where you stand now. They took their dreams, faced betrayal and obstacles, and still prevailed. Each generation found its way through stormy seas into new horizons. In these halls, echoes of their journey still resonate. Your generation's greatest story could be the one you write now. Consider Mahatma Gandhi, once a timid lawyer who chose a different path. In the face of injustice and oppression, he held up non-violence as a weapon. He faced brutality and disdain, Yet every day he lived his mantra: be the change you wish to see in the world. With that choice, he changed the course of a nation. So when fear looms and doubts echo in your mind, remember, the past is behind you, but the road ahead is untouched. That path is lit by the choices of those who walked it before you, and by the inner flame you carry right now. This is your chapter, and you can make it legendary. You have stood at crossroads like this before. Now, rise and become the hero of your own story. Seize this moment with the courage of those who came before you. The choice is yours, and your chapter begins now. The power within. Now feel your heartbeat as the world around you wakes. You have heard stories, felt the echoes of the ages. What will you do with your life? You have the power to make such change. It lives in your blood and your bones. You too have within you the same spark that lit the lives of heroes. Viktor Frankl, looking back on even the worst days in the camps, reminded us, between a stimulus and response there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. In that pause, even in silence, you find freedom. Epictetus would add that men are not disturbed by things, but by their opinions about things. If something in your past still troubles you, remember, it is only your interpretation that hurts. Let go of the story you have told yourself. The experience happened, but your life depends on what you do next. Nietzsche proclaimed our grand task is to make ourselves like an artist shaping clay. We combine every part of experience into a single form, ourself. Each choice takes a piece of that raw clay and molds it. You have all the material inside you. What masterpiece will you shape? The Stoics taught us to embrace our fate. Marcus Aurelius reminds, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The challenge itself is part of the path forward. All these voices are united in one message. The power to transform is already inside you. You do not have to be defeated by life's trials. You can respond, you can sculpt, you can welcome what comes next. Feel the day rising within you. Your past has made you who you are today, but it will not make you who you will become. Take a breath, even if it trembles. Remind yourself you are more than your worst day. You are the star in your own story, shining brighter than any darkness that brushed your face. In this quiet moment, imagine the choice before you. Picture that next page waiting. It is blank. It is yours, so write on it. Write with courage. Let each decision on this page be a statement. I choose to become stronger, kinder, wiser. Let the ages inspire your hand. Lao Tzu said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that step today. Let your journey be one of deliberate, hopeful steps forward. With each decision you forge the path of your life. You have the pen, you have the clay, you have the flame of choice. Now, use them. So stand tall. The power to begin again is in your hands. The pen is yours. Write your saga. You are not what happened to you, not what happened to you. Each moment shows you can be more. The past is a prologue. You write the rest. Perhaps you wonder, can you really change? The answer is yes. Great rivers begin as small streams, and heroes begin with a single step. If fear knocks on your door, greet it with resolve. You have come too far to turn back now. Your future begins the moment you decide, and you have decided. Every lesson, every scar, every sunrise behind you has prepared you for this moment. The world needs your light, your vision, your heart. You are more than you know. Each step you take carries the hopes of tomorrow. You right here are the one you have been waiting for. So step forward with courage stitched into your soul. Embrace your becoming. Dawn has fully broken now, and light spills across the land. This light is not just for the world outside, but the one inside you. Every choice you made has kindled it. You have built momentum with each breath, each small promise kept. You are rising. Look at yourself as the journey's witness. Your eyes have seen the night sky of your struggles, your feet have walked through the valleys of your fears, and still here you stand, bathed in morning, not defined by what tried to break you, but by the strength that let you stand. You are not a past. You are not the echoes of your mistakes. You are the dawn, new and bright, carrying the infinite possibility of sunrise. Think of an empty canvas. No color of yesterday can blot out the masterpiece you will paint today. In you lives the soul of every hero and sage. The courage of Mandela, the wisdom of Buddha, the will of Epictetus, the fire of a phoenix. All these lives are threads in the tapestry of your spirit. Their legacy flows through your veins, urging you onward. If doubts linger, turn them into questions. From questions come answers, and from answers, growth. Fear itself can be a teacher. What is it protecting you from? You have already learned that it cannot be you. Let doubt sharpen your resolve, not harden your heart and your heart. Believe in your becoming. Each step forward is a victory over what was. Each breath drawn in, gratitude, is a victory over regret. You hold the pen and you choose the ending. Right now, you chose to be here. Hearing these words, you chose to listen. This choice has already begun to transform you. Imagine your strongest dream. It is alive today because you are. The life you want is born by believing it, step by step, day by day. Maintain that vision. Let it pull you up on sleepless nights. Let it carry you forward when the world around you whispers that you cannot. Stand firm in the truth of your heart. Everything else is noise. The judgment of others, the guilt of the past, the fear of the future. Breathe and tune out that noise. Hear the one voice that matters, yours, whispering that you are capable, you are worthy. As Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Today your mind has chosen hope, and you are already stepping into that reality. Feed it with positivity and purpose. When you step into this day, carry with you everything that was said and done. Make it fuel for your fire, not weights on your wings. The sun rises for you now. It chases away the shadows. Your own light is blazing, let it guide you. This is your renaissance. A time when you break from what was and step confidently into what will be. You are not the same as yesterday. You are a warrior of hope, a sculptor of meaning, a poet of your own life. Let the music of this morning carry you. You hear it in birds, in the wind, in your own heartbeat. Take it as a sign the world is alive with possibility, and so are you. Gather your courage and keep going. The road ahead is long, but you have already traveled farther than you know. The obstacles behind you have become the very path under your feet. Look ahead. The horizon glows with all the people, experiences, and dreams that await you. They rise to greet the best version of yourself, one who has shed yesterday's skin and stands bold, renewed. Yes, you have scars, but they are on their way to becoming stars. Every mark and memory is fuel to lift you higher. You belong to the sun now, to its eternal promise. Life will keep testing you. Sometimes the night will come again. But remember the dawn. You are the dawn. Let this truth guard you. When you rise, so does hope. When you find your voice today, let it roar. Soft and strong, I choose my own path. Let that be your anthem. You are alive, and so is your potential. Embrace every facet of yourself. Give yourself permission to grow, to heal, to change. All you need is already inside. Let go of anything else. Your past is prologue, not program. Your future is waiting. Write it with intention. Now go forth. The world awaits the greatness that only you can bring. Own your becoming. And on this day, remember, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. This is your story, and a new page has turned.